it's 2 a.m. or whatever here, and I'm like, there's no way that they're playing right now.
Oh yeah,
but
no,
back
for sure.
where they are,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's
actually a
like,
decent time
yeah,
in
it's a
Europe.
decent time.
Yeah,
So.
we're not making Zero get up at like 2 a.m. No, we would never do that to
Never.
somebody. That would just be terrible. Anyway, let's get into our second best of 3 in Group C. It's SPX versus Avi-Love, once again starting on Heartbreak Ridge. Okay, here we are on the map Heartbreak Ridge. In the yellow, playing Terran from Russia. On the left-hand side of your screen is SPX.
And on the right, we've got the Zerg player. In the gray or black, it is Avi-Love. So last time we saw Avi-Love, I think he went ultras, didn't he? Just fast upgraded ultras and just ran people over on crossing fields. Is that correct?
He did that on Crossing Field, and he did a weird queen build, I want to say, one of the other games. Or am I misremembering that?
I feel like we saw him go ultras. I can't remember if it was queens, but
I remember he did at least one game with ultras, but yeah,
I can't remember exactly.
Oh, it was against Medina. There we go. And so we're playing this. I don't know what style you have to play against SPX, but he is not one of these new mech Terrans that we see out there. Or was he the guy that was only doing mech?
I think SPX mixes it up quite a bit. He does play bio a lot. Generally, when I see him play bio, he hard commits to the Raxes. Like, this is not a guy that's only going to stay on 5 racks. He's going to go like 7, 8, 9. He's going to build a ton of units. And I'm trying to remember in the last BSL, I think he had really good games versus Type 2.
Yeah, he did. I think Type 2 inevitably won. This is why I need my stats up.
I think SPX won, but regardless, SPX is very good, Terran versus Zerg. We do see the SV has come out and it has started to block the entrance. Now, smartly, Avi-Love somehow sent out basically 3 drones because another one is already at the main of SPX here. So really the denial isn't really going to do that much to him. He's not going to get punished. And behind this, SPX really did cut his racks timing considerably. Now, it doesn't matter because it's not like he's 8 racksing or getting 9-fold or anything. But SPX did want to go mech here, and now he's gotten gas stolen. So all of a sudden, whatever he had planned on this map, well, that's down the drain.
Yeah, as soon as you run in there as a drone and you see that barracks timing, you're like, wait a second, there's no refinery. Time to steal that. So obviously it's going to be annoying and remake that refinery just to keep the drone alive. But oh, actually he's not. He's going to save the drone. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, well, generally, drone.
Are we?
He might go for, no, he's just going to expand. Now, actually, this is a very hard map to deal with Mutalisk on. So I love how Avi-Love gas stole him because now Goliath play
out of there.
Generally out of the question because really delayed mech, you don't see it that often. And I know players like Koget will go for that, but that's on maps that you can actually wall. Now, Heartbreak Ridge, you actually can wall down here, but I don't think he's going to float his racks off now. I don't think he's going to build 2. Oh, he lifted it. He debated me right there.
And now here we go. Okay, so it's, I mean, obviously this makes a little bit more sense given the delayed gas timing, but we don't even need gas yet.
No gas for him. He is just going to go 2 racks. For now, this could be 2 racks into 4 racks into 5 racks. We'll have to wait and see how many barracks he's going to put down. But Avi-Love, no 2 hatch new to play from him. This is 3 hatch. Now, in my experience versus Avi-Love, this is basically what I was expecting. I don't think I've ever faced him and him go 2 hatch ever. So this could just be SPX, responding as necessary. Now, okay, there's the gas. Always pay close attention to the gas. And remember, we sent out a fast SCV early, so our econ's already a little bit weaker. This gas is pretty fast. This is like a 330 gas timing, so our econ is a little weaker. So SPX, when he actually moves out, needs to get damage done, just like Goku did last week.
That's right.
When he moves out, he has to do something.
I was super impressed with Goku's timings there. Let's see, do we have any Sunkens up at the front? None yet. Obviously, that would be maybe a little premature, but we're going to need those, at least initially. We have the first few Marines coming out. Are they going to pick off the... Oh, yeah, they killed the Zergling. But he hasn't killed the Overlord yet. It's pretty protected, so nothing to worry about there.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a count on how many Marines he's going to have when he actually moves out. It looks like he's going to have like 8 Marines, which is actually kind of low. So Avi-Love, if he gets up 2 Sunkens, we're fine. We're not going to die to 8 Marines and 2. Oh my gosh. Is that an evolution chamber?
You know what the evolution chamber is not? It's a sunken colony, Nyoken.
It is not a sunken colony. It is not a spire. It is not a Hydra den.
I feel like this is watching, like, you know that Faust clip where he goes Evo before pool? Like he accidentally builds the Evo chamber instead? That's kind of what I feel like this is. It's like, well, it should be a different building, but instead it's an Evo chamber. And we're going Carapace Rush.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Hydra. What?
Yeah, we're going Carapace, obviously. We've got actually a Hydra den, which I am a little bit surprised about. But
what?
All I can say is SPX better scan this, because
that's true.
If he doesn't see that this is +1 armor this fast, he's gonna get +1 weapon after, or +1 armor after his +1, and all of a sudden he's gonna be like trying to chase +3 when he's just starting like
right.
+2.
Yeah. And certainly this is very, I would say, strange. We're not going for Lings. We're not going for Mutas. We're not going for Hydras. We're rushing Lurkers, getting that Carapace. And this could actually be pretty hard to deal with. Now, he is all the way across the map. These Sunkens are a little late, or maybe right on time. How Gosu is he?
I think
they're popping just in time.
Yeah, but it's only 1 medic, so this is not scary. He loses an Overlord, big deal. He's already got enough defense here. Now, at least SPX did force out actually a decent amount of Lings. This was 8 Lings being, 15 Lings being built.
Ooh.
So that's actually quite a bit. He almost picks up a Fire Bat in Marine. This is not a big deal. But what is a big deal is all the larvae being lost, and also there's no drone out on the map, so we don't have a third base hidden anywhere.
Yeah, also, he has an Overlord for drilling and stuff, so at least that's necessary. He let the Lings run by, which is a little bit rough. If he catches his Fire Bat before he can get to the mineral line, he's gonna be able to pick it. Oh my god, he got back to the medics just in time. But he's got Lings in his main and not a lot there to defend the main, so that could still be really stressful, especially if he tries to bust the Sunkens at the same time.
Yeah, but he's not going to. And actually,
oh my god, no. This is so bad. He's not even going to try to contest it because he has no units. He's going to lose +1. He might even lose the eBay as it burns down here. I can't believe he had to cancel +1.
Yeah, he's going to have, he might.
Oh my god, I think he's just dead.
I think he's actually just dead. He's losing so much in the main. There's a huge macro slip. Look at the minerals.
Oh my god.
SPX had the map control moving out, but he wasn't able to macro. We missed a depot somehow. Now he's losing so many SCVs.
The eBay burned down, by the way.
eBay burned down, and just constantly killing the SCVs, building the depots, actually killing the depot. Everything going wrong for SPX. Meanwhile, Scan's Ling Lurker, we're supply blocked for like 2 minutes. We actually just don't have any units.
And we can't build turrets either, so good luck with that one. Also, we have 1 less scan, and there's a Queen's Nest on the way. So Avi is already going up the next tier even before he's done with this one. Kills all the bio up at the front. Beautifully done here. Avi-Love is crushing it.
Crushing it. +1 is done for Avi-Love. Actually, it's just done. So we just all have to pay attention to how fast +2 starts. Okay, instantly is the answer. Hive's about to start. At least SPX has his starport building, but we have no control of the game.
Well, I would say if you're SPX, you are feeling the pressure right now. You're just now starting up your +1. Your siege mode is faster than your +1. That's not the build. So at this point, like, what do you do as Avi? Do you just like expand? I mean, from the Terran perspective, when you're this far behind,
I'm already out of the game.
Okay. I was gonna say, how do you come back? But I guess the way you come back is by going next.
Yeah, we're just not wasting 10 minutes. We're just out. So the one thing that SPX has going for him is that Avi-Love actually built a lot of Lings. And if we fail an attack, all of a sudden we're back in the game, because Avi-Love just now built his 3rd base. So this is a big commitment from Avi-Love. Now, this is some dirty moves here, because the temples are going to get taken down. I don't think we've seen this all BSL. And once we get onto the, SPX,
wow.
Nice. He's got a lot of bunkers.
Okay.
But look how much resources he built in bunkers. 6 bunkers.
6 bunkers.
We can't salvage these.
Who would do such a thing?
Oh,
As Terrans, when we build something, it is non-biodegradable. Okay, we want it to be there forever. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I guess he's well defended, right? How many Marines are in those bunk? Okay, actually, they're almost full.
yeah, he actually has a lot of defense, so he's not going to die here. He's recovering quite well. He's got his science facility going. He's got his upgrades going. Avi-Love actually, isn't powering that well.
Yeah, we're on 30 drones, so it's still
Yeah.
not that many.
Yeah, and honestly, SPX is doing a good job to get back into the game. And like I said, Avi-Love building all these lings, I mean, that really did hurt his power spike. He could have a lot more drones here. And SPX has a good amount of SCVs, 45 on 2 bases. That's fine. He just needs to make sure he doesn't die to this. I thought it was going to be Defilers, actually, because we have so many lurkers, but it's still Ultras.
Yeah. Well, wow. I mean, it's not like Avi's sacrificed too much, I want to say. But yeah, he does not have a lot of larvae. He is getting the crackling upgrade's about to finish, and Ultra Cavern's actually almost done. So I guess we are just going right back to Ultras.
Now, somehow this drop at top left got around the Overlord.
How?
Somehow it got around, and top right is going to get dropped. Where are all of Avi-Love's units? Okay, they're actually across the map. So this has real potential to actually kill this hatchery before he can actually catch it with some lings. Oh, the Scourge. Scourge not going to the top. So he's going to unload out of vision. I actually think he kills this. This is 7 Marines and one medic. That's a lot of DPS.
I mean, there's no units up there to protect it. There's no, like, Nidus or Sunkens or anything like that. The drone might scout it. I don't think he's actually seen it yet.
No, he hasn't seen it. And what SPX is doing, he's moving out at the same time.
Ooh.
So drawing the attention of Avi-Love while he goes for this stim, he's going to kill all the drones too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is actually real damage. Might not get all of them, but at the end of the day, he's going to kill this base, and that is mission accomplished for sure. I think he might not kill that. He needs to focus the lings as they come in one by one. I think he's going to try to power it down, and he's not going to get it.
Oh, he's trying to...
Oh, he focused the lings at the end. Ah, I felt like he microed maybe a little bit. Why don't the pro players just micro now?
Yeah, why not? I actually don't think he could have gotten it. I think it would have been really close. So, but it would have been, holy, that's a lot of tanks. That's 5 tanks out of nowhere. Unfortunately for him, he's about to run into 3 Ultras.
Yeah. I mean, the lurkers on high ground are pretty good.
They are pretty good.
So let's see if he wants to move out over there. Yeah, he's just gonna try to.
No!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
That's a disaster because we miss shots quite often, and it's not like we have 100 scans. Lings are just coming in to soak up hits, so he has to burn another scan.
Yeah, he's gonna burn another scan, which is just gonna force the gun siege. The Terran army is still not in range of really anything, so we're low on scans. We don't have SCVs with us for the hard push to build turrets and stuff. And Ultras are out.
The first 3 Ultras are out. Look at this, disgusting. Didn't I just say this at the start? He's chasing +3 with +2.
Do we have kindness yet? I don't
We do have kindness. Now look at this. Ooh. Elevatoring into the main. And this is going to be very hard for Avi-Love to stop. It's 4 tanks. They're so close to the ledge. He unluckily, Scourge, they need to connect onto this dropship because I actually think that Avi-Love might just end up losing to all these tank shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really rough place to be in. I want to see him go around behind and just crush it, but obviously that's much more difficult.
Yeah, SPX does need to balance how much he can elevator in because if he elevators in too much, all of a sudden tanks are exposed.
Right.
And once the tanks go down, we're in trouble. But this does buy time for Avi-Love to get up a lot of Ultralists. He's got...
Did he lose his Ultra Cavern?
He did. He actually did lose his Ultra
Cavern. Oh my god. I saw him rebuilding. I was like, is he gonna have a second one? So that is really going to delay Ultra speed. I think he canceled it, right?
Yeah,
so
I
we
think
got slow Ultras.
Yeah, slow Ultras, but they're about to have +5.
Yeah, +5 is pretty good. So let's not get it twisted. But that's a good snipe, for sure.
Meanwhile, back on SPX side of the map, he has his 3rd base landed, not mining just yet, but he does have five racks, triple factory. Didn't even realize.
Where are we getting this money, Naoki?
Where? Here comes Avi-Love.
All right, we're doing it. We're going. I mean, these are very powerful Ultras. They are going to take quite a bit. Look at how little damage the Marines do to these Ultras.
He's up an upgrade, but he is actually an anti-timing. He could have had +3. Doesn't matter, though. Just plowing through. How many ultras did he have at the fight? Like 6? Now he has 3 left over?
Jeez Louise. Yeah, so everything Terran dies. And, yeah, Avi's killing it.
Yeah, he just plowed through
Dropped
that.
right now in the main, so that could deal a little bit of bonus damage. But at the end of the day, this is kind of all SPX has.
Yeah, really not much. Just a huge counterattack. Now remember, he does have all these bunkers, so that's actually coming to play. Wiping this drone line is huge. Lings can't really kill all the Marines.
Yeah, medic wall to just seal the Marines in there. This is actually really, really annoying. He's going to get a bunch of drones here. And, oh, on the other side, oh, look at the counterattack. He's killing all the SCVs as they try to run away from that natural for third.
Yeah. SCV's going down left and right. Gets a denial on the third base. Lurker actually got a decent amount of kills. Now I'm looking, is there vessels anywhere? There's only 1. And all of our tanks died, so we have 2 left over. Oh my, this is not what you want to see. 7 ultras being built. Well, if you're a Zerg, you want to see it, but as a Terran, you don't want to see that.
Terran wants to see very little of what has happened this game. You have no third base. How are you going to get out of your natural now? Your opponent has ultras. They're maxed out. Your upgrades are way behind. You lost all your tanks. This is looking good for our Tovarish.
The funny thing is even though he lost all the tanks, sure, his tanks deal a lot of damage, but remember, they're +0. This versus
that's
plus
right.
5 ultras. So actually, the tanks aren't even that good.
I'm used to just thinking tanks kill everything, but in this case, they definitely do not.
Damn, that is a lot of tanks though. Like he's rebuilt it quite fast. He's up to 10.
Wait, what? Man.
But still, +5 ultras. That's a big.
It's like I like to say, Nyokin. More money, more problems.
Is that what you say?
That's what I say. Some other people might have stolen that saying from me, but I said it first. Just like how Artosis said, when ahead, get more ahead. That's definitely not stolen from the art of war. But the idea is that quite a few tanks, they might be unupgraded, but 10 tanks is 10 tanks. So I think it's really smart that Avi's not trying to take a fight right now. He's in a really good spot, and so he's making sure he gets a million billion drones, which in this case is 50. And he's shut down mining at that natural with just a single lurker.
Okay, well, here comes Avi-Love. He wants to attack. And, out of siege. So many ultras.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, we're blotting out the sun with our ultras right here. D-Matrix, that's so cute. Your tank has 10 HP and it dies anyway. That is a lot of bio and tanks. Yeah. That is just, man, SPX.
That actually is a lot of bio and tanks.
That's what happens when you give the citizens the means of production. They just build everything. Your macro's insane, and you push the Zerg back.
What I'm actually waiting for is just 1 lurker at the third base. Does he transfer SCVs and lose all of his SCVs? But actually, it was attacking the command center, so he lifts it off. So that's a bit unlucky.
Oh, we're going back in again. We've decided that now is the time. He catches all the tanks unsieged, so the ones at the front just blow up. Now, there's a nice meaty meat wall here. Of bio protecting the tanks in the back, but Avi starting to lose a little bit, and +2 is going to be done for the Marines. Is it +2 +3?
No, it's +3. So actually, SPX, if he waits like 30 seconds, he's going to have a massive power spike. Look at what Avi-Love has upgrading. Key upgrades, drop upgrading, consume upgrading. Oh, he's just going to attack.
I mean, I think this is a much better position to attack from. The tanks are already sieged. The ultras are going to get in the back line, and yeah, everything just blows up here. These ultras are insane, and he's hitting perfectly right before +3 is done. Everything here dies, and I don't know how much more money we got in this Terran piggy bank.
Yeah, SPX loses his whole army. Meanwhile, Avi-Love does have his 4th base at top left. He's got defilers coming out. He's got drops done. He's still waiting on speed. He's got macro hatches coming in. I think Avi-Love just kills him as soon as his first defiler comes out. I'm waiting to find it out on the map.
Yeah, where are we at? We got consume about 90% of the way done. So any second now, things are going to go from bad to impossibly bad.
Yeah, and meanwhile, command center is still floating.
Yep, we're not mining.
We are mined out in the main. Natural is basically mined out. So SPX, if he wants to get back into the game, he's got to take this third base because we're just going to be flat out of money.
Yeah. How long can Terran players stay on 2 bases? Like,
I mean, they can stay on it for a while.
Yeah, the answer is about 20 minutes, and then we've got to get some money from somewhere else. So it turns out that the caveat to my saying is that also less money means more problems as well. So We're gonna see both ends of the spectrum here for SPX.
Well, here comes Avi-Love. First Defiler is out. He's got so many ultras. This is like 8 ultras, a decent chunk of lings, 1 Defiler.
Yeah.
Plague is coming in.
When the Zerg can afford to get mass ultras, full upgrades, and defilers, and all the defiler upgrades, that's how you know you might be in trouble.
Yeah, he's in big time trouble. And this isn't even the entirety of Avi-Love's army. He's got drop, he's got speed. He can do a drop into the main at the same time. Lings are going to kill all these buildings.
Yeah,
instantly.
what are you going to do? We're going for it again. Chasing the tanks back there once again, unsieged, and so very ineffective. The Dark Swarm comes down, and things just going to go from bad to worse here for SPX. He did re-macro very impressively, but he just can't fight under Dark Swarm. His tanks run siege almost totally useless, and the ultras are killing everything. GG. SPX taps out, and Avi-Love takes game number 1.
That's dirty from Avi-Love. I hate facing Zergs that go for that armor rush.
That carapace rush.
You have to scan it. If you don't and you go armor after your +1 weapon, you're actually just dead a lot of the time. But to lose his eBay, what a catastrophe.
No, I mean, getting the Lings past that early push, that sort of soft contain there, is huge so that you can make that run by happen. I never thought in a million years he'd be able to kill that eBay, because you just like put Marines in the mineral line or something. But I think it was just far enough away that he didn't have enough to hold on and defend it.
I'm going to have to rewatch
so
the
bad.
VOD. I'm going to have to rewatch the VOD because he was floating like 1,000 minerals and we were blocked at 50 supply forever.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that he got supply blocked there.
What actually happened?
I want to say he got supply blocked, couldn't build enough units to reinforce back at home, and then couldn't defend the eBay. But yeah, obviously when you start off by losing your engineering bay, in conjunction with your opponent also going for an unscouted carapace rush, like, we're just going to go from bad to worse.
Yeah, so that's a bit unlucky for SPX. Now we are back into Sylphid this time. And I mean, I still like SPX in this series because it is Avi-Love, so he's not going to abuse 2-hatch Muta on either of these maps. So I still think SPX has a good chance of bringing it back to 1-1.
You're correct. And I would have expected a pretty even series between these guys anyway, with maybe a slight edge towards SPX. But now he is down 0-1. So let's get into Neo Sylphid to see if SPX can bring it back against Avi-Love. Okay, in the bottom left-hand corner of Neo Sylphid in the blue, this is Avi-Love.
And in the bottom right, he is down 0-1. It is SPX. Yeah, so I would not be happy about last game as SPX. I'd be kind of tilted, but I at least would know where we went wrong. The Marine Medic attack, like I said, did no damage.
Right.
And then we got blocked.
Oof.
And then we lost our eBay.
Oof.
So I think if you just fix those issues, he recovered well. His tank attack, imagine if we didn't get blocked for so long. I think he actually could have just
his macro was really good.
Yeah, I think he actually could have pushed through for the victory if he just had a little more, what is it?
Chutzpah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
In his army, so.
Now, what building do you research oomph at?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is the engineering bay, not dying. That's where you research it. Having +1 gives your army oomph. There's our technical term for the Terran upgrade. So for SPX this game, obviously you want to be maybe a little bit more vigilant about scouting your opponent's opener. Although I will say maybe you don't expect your opponent to do the carapace rush second time in a row. Either that or you go for maybe a more standard timing, because we were talking about how fast his barracks was last time.
Yeah, his barracks, his academy was pretty fast. His refinery was pretty fast. But the thing is that, remember, he sent out an SCV fast to block that hatchery.
That's true. Yeah.
So our barracks was actually late. So we got a fast academy, fast refinery, but barracks is late. So the unit count was actually pretty low for when he moved out. Now we see Avi-Love going for standard 12 hatch. This is a fast scout from SPX. Usually when you scout an 11, generally means we're going for 5 racks.
And he scouts correctly, so at least that's going to give him that information pretty quickly. Not in time to stop the hatchery like he was last game, but that also means his economy is pretty decent. He's going to see that it was a 12 hatch opener.
Yeah, 12 hatch, standard pool timing. I think Avi-Love may have gotten away with building 1 extra drone, but nothing too insane. Now there goes that SCV to the natural, just instantly building a command center. This still could be 5 racks, but more than likely this is setting up to be 2 racks opener because you've got to match the Ling count in the early game. Now, really, all I'm looking for is the gas timing for Zerg right now. Is it going to be 235 gas? Is this a 3rd hatchery? What actually is this? It's going to be a hatchery.
Yeah, I'm expecting a hatchery, but first we got to deal with this pesky SCV. And 3, 2, 1, hatchery. There it is.
The hatchery at his entrance, 250 gas. This is standard 2 hatch timing, or 3 hatch timing, I mean. Meanwhile, SPX looking back at his main. Actually surprised I don't see a movement towards building a 2nd racks, because that is not a barracks, that is a refinery.
So now we might be thinking about mech, right?
Now,
because I think we kind of thought that last game, but he then threw down the 2nd barracks immediately.
So this could be mech. I think we may even see an eBay. Now that he's seen that it's 3 hatch, it's not a bad choice, but he does. Yep, there's the eBay.
Okay.
But we do have a very low unit count, and the Overlord sees that there is nothing here.
Yeah.
So if this is Eon Zerg, I think that we may just get Speedling all in. But Avi-Love doesn't strike me as the type of person to go for that.
Yeah.
So actually, he even gets
wait,
the drone.
what?
But the drone did see it was only 1 rack, so this might trigger speed to be upgraded.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't count out there being something that you didn't scout there because the drone didn't get a totally full scout. But for the most part, you're probably just realizing, wait a second, my opponent just does not have a lot. So either that makes you want to play aggressively and go kill him because he doesn't have anything, or you can stay back a little bit and realize you're probably not getting pushed anytime soon.
Yeah, so as I said, that might trigger speed, and that's what we have. Now the question is how hard are we going on speed? Because we got Lair coming in also. SPX, you need to get some barracks, my dude, but we don't see any. Academy's coming in. He does have a bunker. There's no SimCity. So we need to have
What are you talking about? We got SimCity right there.
We have to have a depot on top of this bunker because there is just so much surface area.
SCVs are basically walls.
Some would argue that. I would say no, they are not. But luckily, it is only 12 lings, but honestly, 12 lings can kill this bunker.
Yeah, you say only, but I've seen them just give it the hug of death here and it just explodes. Turns out you can pull SCVs to repair against Dragoons. You can't do quite the same thing against 12 lings. So let's see what happens, because he hasn't seen these lings run out on the map.
Yeah, lings already have another Hydrogen. So we are going hard on busting SPX, but he may actually just kill him here. But I think it's a little bit too late. There's 7 Marines, a wall with the depot, or with the SCV, but he's at least going to lose a good chunk of Marines to this attack, and then Ling Lurker follow-up should be pretty strong.
We got more than 12 lings though, right? We got the reinforcements coming in from the bottom, so that's going to be...
It's 16.
Yeah, here we go! Surface area, amazing! Oh my god, he's going to get on the Marines in the back as well, and then just run by.
Yeah, now he comes in and sees that it's 5 barracks. I mean, he should have known that anyways. Gets a lot of Marines there. This is so punishing.
Oh god. He even stops 2 of the barracks from building, kills a billion SCVs. He's gonna get a medic, 2 medics maybe even. Oh my god, this is tragic.
Yeah, Lurker upgrade halfway done. We don't have any bio.
What are we doing here? I mean, you can hide between the barracks, but then your SCVs are getting harassed. So I think there's maybe 1 Marine for every Zergling.
Yeah, we don't have much. Now, at least SPX isn't letting it phase his build. We instantly got range. He does have comm stats, but he did just scan, and so he has no scans available right now. Now, the question is I see a Queen's Nest going up. Did he actually see that? Now, I'm pretty sure he probably saw the Hydroden somewhere, but we don't know what the follow-up actually is. So, versus 5 racks, you delay your tech quite a bit. And what do you do to punish that? You rush defilers because you don't have any. You have actually no vessels.
Yeah, it turns out when your opponent can't 5 racks you, or I mean they can, but they're just gonna have a lot less of it. Then you have time to get up things like lurkers. 5 lurkers, halfway done morphing.
That's a lot of lurkers. Now, the thing with going for this amount of lurkers is this is obviously a bust. This is not a contain. We are not taking a third base. And you have to remember that he just threw away 16 lings. Now, it did deal a decent amount of damage, but because we threw away our lings, now we have to build more lings, which means we're cutting into our drones more. So just like last game, Avi-Love cutting his third base quite a bit. He's got to get something done. I mean, he could technically contain with lurkers because he has so many versus 5
Look,
reps.
I've seen lurkers run by a lot of things, Nyokin. Pylons, cannons, bunkers.
I saw In Control run lurkers to WCG US National Championship.
True. Yeah, championship move right there. So let's see if Avi-Love can do it here. I mean, he's already up 1-0. This means if he wins this, he advances on to the winner's match. Okay, so that's all it takes.
I am a little bit surprised he's not pushing this because he knows that it's just bio.
Yeah.
Now, SPX actually did tech pretty fast. I thought that after he had some of his build disrupted, he was going to miss his factory, but he hit it perfectly. So this is actually great. And we do have Hive done, though, for Avi-Love. So SPX is still not out of the woodworks, but 8 lurkers? That is so many.
How many scans do we have? It's got to be like two at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, we're up to maybe actually 3. Yeah, 3 scans. Okay, so plenty of scans. Do you think he's just gonna contain? Okay, no, never mind. I saw like a million links flooding across the map.
He's gonna contain for now because it's too far along for us to try and go for it now that we have the Defiler mount halfway done. Also, he knows that this is gonna be one factory. It's gonna be I'm shocked that we're inching closer and closer. But this is so many. This is 10 lurkers.
Jeez. Wow. So once again, Avi-Love in the dictating the pace of the game at this point. So what's next for SPX? Do you just try to hold on? Do you try to push it back with tanks?
Well, he's gonna try and push it back with tanks, but Avi-Love, this is one tank. Like, you gotta scan. You know how many times he's gonna have to scan to kill these lurkers? This is almost pointless. He needs to get up like 5 tanks to actually try and bust through this. But I don't think he's going to get there because the Defiler is halfway done to getting consumed.
Yeah, and especially when the Zerg player's been pretty unharassed. I mean, I guess he's been harassing himself by not building too many drones. We're only on 25 drones right now, guys.
Yeah, like I said, Avi-Love, after throwing the lings, we knew that this was going to be, we're going hard. And that he is going very hard. We have no vessels out. We have a Radiate just started. We're relying on these tanks to actually win the game. Now, I don't know what you think of Dark Swarm, but it's pretty good.
Are we going for it? We're not going for it. He's going to have to pull these lurkers back. He's hemorrhaging lurkers for free.
But you don't need that many lurkers. You just need one, and here he goes.
All right, we got the Dark Swarm up. The lurkers are down, burrowing through. These tanks will unsiege, but they can't get back in time. Certainly the bunker's going to fall, and now there's Dark Swarm on top of the bunkers. Oh my gosh, this is just devastating.
Firebat's trying to save the day in the bunker, actually get multiple lurker kills. Now, that's massive, but now we have one tank versus no Irradiate.
So not only is there no Irradiate, I mean, I guess there will be now, but you need the vessel. So eventually that's going to... Oh, no, the SCVs. And there's like 6 Scourge out for when the vessel gets here.
He's going to get the command center, I think. If we just suicide these Scourge into the
command center,
that's 660 damage and only 750 health. He doesn't notice it, though, so... lurkers are dying. There's all of a sudden only 5.
Only 5 lurkers, yeah. I mean, they are very, very low health. So if they don't have Dark Swarm, they will die instantly like that.
Yeah, so one gets picked off, but...
We're on the production. I mean, there's a lot of Firebats here, so they are going to have to be the Firebat heroes. Can they take out these dastardly lurkers? And the answer is yes.
He actually is going to kill all these lurkers, I think. Is it the...
Oh, no!
Oh, there's 2 lurkers. It looks like there's 1, but there's actually 2.
Oh, and they're like kind of stacked on top of each other. Yeah, so the lurkers abide. They need to move up a little bit, but they actually can't. So the science vessel's out. Oh, he's going for it, making the dive. Can't get it. Really surprising. SPX able to hold on and take everything out.
Yeah, perfect hold right there. I actually thought there's no way SPX can hold it. So that's quite impressive. Now behind this, Avi-Love, even though he only has 30 drones, he has more than SPX has SCV. So he's in an okay spot. He's starting to upgrade also. He's getting 1-1. Man, he just can't kill the Defiler. That's the thing, is even though he killed the Lurkers, the Dark Swarm just never ends. Now he gets off one Irradiate, but there's another one.
He was about to consume the irradiated Defiler. Shouldn't that also make the other Defiler sick? Like from
That
the
yes,
poison?
yes. We emailed David Kim about that.
Yeah. Like, sorry, I work on a game now. So we're moving forward. The Fire Bats are actually doing quite a bit of work, but they just barely can't kill that Lurker.
Yeah, Fire Bats in the wrong position. Tanks just splashed them to death.
Nice one, Tanks.
So they fall down, and Avi-Love just has a third base running now. Like, he's got decent econ. He's got 41 workers. And in the main of SPX, we're on one base. The main issue now is we're starved for gas. We can't pump out any tech units.
Yeah. Is Avi gonna 2-0 SPX? It certainly looks like it. Avi's getting a third base, fourth, fifth hatchery up on the way. Upgrades, Ultra Den.
Yeah, Avi-Love crushing it, man. The Ling Lurker style that he's going for really working very well versus SPX. It's just endless Lurker Dark Swarm.
Yeah.
And
That's all you need.
the worst part about this is the vessel can see the Lurkers, so these tanks will never change targets.
Oh, that's right. You can just keep running Lurkers forward because they're never going to stop targeting the Lurkers that they can't kill. So finally, the Dark Swarm runs out. So this is SPX's big moment, right? He's going to have to try to run through everything. The Lurkers are still here. We're bringing in more, but the reinforcements are slacking off here from Avi-Love. So he might be able to retake his natural.
Yeah, so he actually is going to retake his natural, but there's still 3 Lurkers. There's more Lurkers being morphed. Defiler finally gotten across the map, and SPX's army, it's just pitiful. It's 3 tanks, it's 1 group, it's 2 vessels now. Oh god, he may even lose his tanks.
Oh, well, they're certainly under Dark Swarm, and that is not where you want to be as a tank. So they do survive, but we still aren't mining from our natural expansion.
Yeah, we're not mining from the nat. We're still gas starved. SPX has a lot of minerals, but we still have no gas. 4th base for Avi-Love is done. 4th gas is going to be done. Ultralisk has chitinous coming in. This is over.
Yeah, I don't see any way you make it past this. Do we have another Dark Swarm? That would be really the nail in the coffin. As is, the Ling's going to have to hold back until that one fateful day. Where's our Defiler? I guess we got irradiated, but there should be another one on the way, right?
Yeah, there should be another one coming out pretty soon. Looks like there isn't, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Damage was insane from Avi-Love. Ultras are coming out now. Crackling's coming in. Chitinous coming in. 2-2 coming in.
I mean, look, credit to SPX for being able to kind of hold on through all of this, but unless he's able to like retake his natural and just turtle for a million billion years against all odds, I don't know if we're gonna do it.
Yeah, he either turtles or I think we just go, because we can never catch up to Avi-Love. It's a 3-player map also, so the chance the chance to split is impossible, actually impossible. So I think he's just got to go, because there are actually no Defilers right now. The army is very strong. You also have to remember that Avi-Love has 25 more workers.
Well, at this point, yeah, it's not the workers that are going to kill him. It's just tons and tons of Lurkers. Now, once again, SPX's macro is very impressive. The Fire Bats are going to do work there, killing off the Lurkers. And now, if there was ever a time to go, it's now for SPX.
Yeah, he's got to go. I'm sure he scanned and saw the 3rd base, or knows about it at least, but instead, looks like he wants to camp. If this was some other map like Fighting Spirit or Circuit Breakers, I could actually get behind this, sort of. But since we can't split, I think you just got to risk it all and go for it. But
first Ultras are out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here come those vessels going to try and irradiate some stuff. But I just don't see it mattering. I guess still no Defiler. Firebats are very strong, but we're about to have +2 kick in, and we're going to be at an upgrade deficit again.
Oh, yeah. We just can't beat those pesky 5-armor Ultras. Well, I guess we're going to be 4 armor. Same idea. These are, I believe, crack upgraded Zerglings that are just more than protecting this northern base. And so I guess SPX is going to try to expand here, and that seems a little optimistic to me.
Yeah, 3 tanks, a lot of bio. You know, I kind of counted him out last game and he made it work with the tanks. So
Yeah.
maybe he can hold, but he's going to have like the best trade of all time. I would want him to build like depots or something to SimCity, but it's Sylph and you can't actually build here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
So
forgot that's unbuildable.
it's
So
it's going to be very difficult for SPX to hold this. And
okay, 3 science vessels, so at least that counts reasonable. I mean, it is just mass sling, so I'm still waiting for our defilers to show up.
yes. So where are the defilers? Oh, one marine hero at the natural. Can you get that ultra? Look how little damage he does.
He's still, I think. Oh, I'm so upset right now. Our hero.
The hero.
I love how Scourge just like walks up and kills the.
So how many ultras is this? That's 9 ultras and yeah, just out.
Nice.
We're just gone.
Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. You run forward with the science vessel and you see everything that's over there, and that is the true devastation. Not when you actually die, but when you see that your opponent could actually kill you at any moment. There was my guilty pleasure watching Artosis stream the other day, and this guy gets super lucky early on, like dense Artosis, so he's like never in a really strong position, and then this guy gets super far ahead of him, goes to kill him, destroys his whole army, and it's like GG buddy, and like leaves the game. That's the tilter right there, where you see that they could kill you, but then they don't. So you want to remove from them the opportunity there by getting out of the game as quickly as possible. So that's a little bit of like